Yo, it's your boy Logos, and last week I did a video reacting to a mother who wouldn't take accountability for her son getting involved in crime, and then that eventually led to him getting shot at and getting arrested by the police. She acted like it was not her fault, she had no responsibility, and she said that she can't control him. And if you can't control him, the only people who can is the police in prison. And that's not something you should want for your son, nor you should just act like you have no control over him or influence on his life. If something was to happen to you, or the stuff that he did to other people was happening to you, I'm pretty sure he would have a problem with that. And so would you. And he will come to your defense and listen to what you said. But at the same time, you can't control your son, not get involved in criminal activity. It just sick to me. And it's sad. I don't get getting all this sympathy for people who get engaged or get involved in criminal activity or crime. And then for some reason, I'm expected to have more sympathy for them and not the victim. I really don't feel bad for you when you get shot or you go to prison doing something stupid, robbing somebody, trying to kill somebody, and you get caught by police and you want to fight or run away and you get killed. When it's clearly obvious that you're trying to do harm to them or somebody else around you. I don't understand this need to defend criminals, have sympathy for criminals, when they clearly don't give a shit about us. The whole point is they don't care. They don't care about the law. So this whole idea that I'm supposed to feel sorry for them after they get the consequences that they know is going to get in the first place is so ridiculous to me. And it's part of the reason why we can't improve in the black community. We always got excuses. These same people are robbing places within the black community, stores and stuff like that. And that's part of the reason why Walmart and other stores in Chicago are closing down. You're harming innocent black people just because you don't want to say anything or turn people in that are criminals because they're black. It's so stupid and ignorant. You rather go down the ship, and the ship you're going down with is ran by and filled with idiots, ignorant people, uneducated people, people that don't think about the future. It's all short term and ego and pride and emotions. But we want to defend them. I won't defend them. I'm curious to see about this story because, from my understanding of reading the comments, it seemed like this mother of this robber who got shot and killed, I guess he was trying to rob this convenience store or this restaurant, and he was actually using a fake gun, from my understanding, and he died doing this stuff. And it seemed like this mother don't want to take accountability for what he did. So let's get into it.
I'm Caroline Collins with this week's Crime Files. And this week, it's all about a taqueria robbery that has the nation talking. The video is insane to watch, but the story of what happened next, even more shocking. So it all starts with a masked man with a gun and ends with an armed customer jumping into action. As the case has unfolded, we found out a lot about all the people involved, even hearing from the mom of the robber as she talks about the life he lived. We start our days of coverage with Fox 26's Matthew Seedorf.
It's back to work now for everyone in this restaurant, but we're now learning more about the terrifying night for everyone inside. Dramatic moments inside a Houston restaurant. We've frozen the graphic video as a customer fires 8 shots and then one more, killing a would-be robber.
Thank God no one else was hurt.
A man wearing a mask and gloves inside the taqueria around 11:30 Thursday night, pointing what looks like a gun at customers while demanding money. As some hide and throw cash, this man takes action just as the robber heads to the door, still with his gun drawn.
Picked up the money, turned around and left, and that's when the customer got up and shot him.
The shooter angry, realizing the robber's gun is plastic. Returning the stolen money to customers, taking a sip of his drink, and leaving before police arrive.
He needs to call HPD Homicide and come explain exactly what occurred and his side of the story.
Authorities now wanting to speak with this man seen getting into an old pickup truck, someone the restaurant owner is calling a hero.
Just thankful for the man who helped me, and I just want him to take care of himself.
At this hour, police still hoping to find the shooter and speak with him and ask him about what happened. Reporting on the southwest side, Matthew Seedorf, Fox 26 News.
Around 11:30 Thursday night, a masked man walked into a taqueria on the 6800 block of South Gessner near Bel Air Road. Video shows him pointing a gun at patrons and demanding money. Pay attention to this customer. As soon as the robber walks in, he starts fiddling around near his waistline. And when that robber walked past him a second time, he opened fire. That customer fired 9 shots. Once the robber hit the ground, the customer continued firing as he approached the suspect and took his gun. After he took that gun, video shows the customer let off a final shot in the direction of that robber's head. He died at the scene. After the robber was down, the shooter realized that the gun he was brandishing was fake.
This is Texas.
Price Brown.
This is Texas. I just don't get it. Like, fake gun, like, even if something like what did actually go down, you actually can't even, what, I guess, defend yourself. Even though you're doing the crime, you still can't even like defend yourself or defend your life at that point. It's just so stupid. Like, how much money did you steal? I highly doubt it was over what, 200, 250. You just lost your life over maybe $80 to $100. How far are you gonna get with that? You don't think you're gonna get caught? It's just stupid. It's just a waste of a life, and it's all because of bad decisions. And who knows? Maybe not good mentorship, no accountability. I don't know.
Brown is a local criminal defense attorney.
I was not able to tell, just from looking at that video, that that was a fake weapon. And just by actually taking out a weapon, pointing it at people, especially in a situation where you're robbing people, it establishes that, that person is willing to use it.
Some people might say, well, why did you have to shoot him so many times?
Until he's completely been neutralized, he is still a danger to everybody.
Customers retrieved their money and belongings and left. The customer who shot that robber threw a coffee mug at him as he exited. No one attempted to render aid. As of right now, the police would only like the shooter to come forward for questioning. And we asked Attorney Brown about the chances of a grand jury actually indicting that customer.
I believe it's unlikely.
And Brown says if the shooter is indicted, it would be an easy case of self-defense.
The individual who used lethal force to neutralize the situation was well within his rights to do so.
Surveillance video from the taqueria on South Gessner in Bel Air captures the terrifying moments an armed robber stormed into El Ranchito around 11:30 last Thursday night. The robber is seen pointing a gun at customers.
I don't know why they feel the need to repeat the same thing 3 times back to back to back.
To act in self-defense and to use lethal force in self-defense, then they have the right, whether it's shooting him once or shooting him 9 times. And as long as you're acting in self-defense and it's not now become some attenuated intentional act of actually, killing somebody, as long as he's acting under the right to defend.
Thankful for the man who helped me, and I just wanted him to take care of himself.
Online records reveal Eric had been out of jail on bond during the attempted robbery. Recently charged with assaulting a family member, the 30-year-old also previously convicted for aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon, a case 10 years ago that resulted in the death of a 62-year-old Houston man.
Whoa. So you already did it before and got caught, convicted. You're out on probation or bond. You do it again. Why don't... Well, come on, you get a second chance and you just throw it away. And this time you don't get any more chances because you ran into somebody ain't gonna just sit back and let you rob them. You're an idiot. This is stupid, man. Why you just wasting your life and just waste everybody's time with this bullshit?
Police Monday meeting with the customer who fired these shots. So far choosing not to arrest him or charge him with a crime.
Thursday morning was the last time he called me.
What do you say?
He said, Mom, son to mother, I'm trying to be the best person I can be.
In an ominous phone call Thursday morning, hours before the robbery at El Ranchito that would end his life, 30-year-old Eric Eugene Washington promised his mother, Corrine Goodman, he would do better.
What he did, I don't condone. I don't. He knew better. He never said anything or made me think he would go this route.
But they just said he got convicted previously for the exact same thing. Only this time he's the one that's dead, not somebody else, not an innocent civilian. They said a 62-year-old man, I don't know, somehow died because of that previous armed robbery. Yeah, I guess what, 10 years ago when he was 20 years old. So this shouldn't be shocking. He was out on probation or bond, I think they said.
He started working, he was striving because he said,
why are you robbing people?
When you send someone to penitentiary, it breaks you.
In 2015, records show Eric was convicted of aggravated robbery with a deadly weapon and sentenced to 15 years in prison in connection to the shooting death of the business owner, 62-year-old Hamid Warich.
He was there. He did not kill their father, but he was there and their father got killed. And that I am sorry for. I never.
He didn't kill the father, but he was there, and the father got killed. Okay, so if he didn't pull the trigger, I guess it was one of the accomplices, but he was still involved with the crime, involved with the robbery, and probably had some influence, at least barely a little bit, in the guy's death. If he just didn't get involved with the crime, he wouldn't have went to prison. It's literally that simple. I ain't trying to know word games, semantics. Like he did it, but he actually he caused the death. He was a part of the crime that led to this 62-year-old man's death. Give me a break.
Got to say that to them, but I'm sorry for that.
Eric served 7 years and was released on parole. In December, he was charged with assaulting his common-law wife and later bonded out.
He's not the monster people picture him to be.
As the case now turns over,
of course he's not a monster to you, because he don't give a damn to rob you. Like, you are the most sacred people to him, because of course he's gonna look like an angel to you. He literally can kill a guy, and he didn't like really do it. So like, you saying like he wasn't this bad of a guy don't really mean anything. Like, you're biased, and he's not gonna show how his true colors are to you. Who knows what happened to him in jail, what he did to survive, or all the stuff that he did before he even got caught. Either way, it's not like this stuff is out of the blue. He has a track record.
To a Harris County grand jury, Corinne has one message for the patron who killed Eric.
I don't hate him. I can't hate him, but I want to know, why didn't you stop? If you had to kill him, I can deal with that. I can come to grips with that. He did something wrong. I understand that. But for him to be shot 4 times in the back leaving, and when he falls down and he shoots him 4 more times, he abused him. He was dead already, and that hurt. That hurts.
Natalie He, Fox 26 News.
Okay. I can understand a mother being upset by... Okay, well, it's hard for me to even get in her shoes because I'm not a mother. I'm not a woman. I don't have any children. But I can empathize with her. I guess her eyes, the corpse of her son being further shot up. I can see why she's feeling that way, but like what was said at the start of the video, like, you just have to make sure that a threat is neutralized, or that there's no chance that he's not all the way knocked out or just taken care of. Because oftentimes when people just try to be nice, so they, I don't know, don't want to go to a certain point because they don't want to be excessive, sometimes that person isn't really knocked out or dead or taken care of, and it could like catch you slipping and kill you. And then I'm of the opinion that it's my life over your life. If you decide to do something stupid enough where you're in a situation where I have the opportunity to, defend myself and stop you from doing it, I'm gonna do so. You chose to rob me or do whatever to me, so I'm gonna stop you. If you didn't make that decision in the first place, we wouldn't get at this point. Don't expect me to start feeling bad for you or want to try to baby you or whatever, because you getting exactly what you asked for. You thought you was hard, you thought you was cool, you thought you got an easy person to run up on, and you found out you was wrong. And this ain't a video game, this ain't Grand Theft Auto. You ain't that dude, this ain't no creator character. You lost your life over something so stupid, where you didn't even have the actual weapon to begin with. I just don't understand why you would do it, but it's too late to really change it. I think it is what it is. Hopefully, the rest of his family, those young guys around his mother, I don't know if that's his siblings or whatever, but hopefully they don't go down the same path. They see what happened to their brother or family member. and they just see it's idiotic to rob people or get involved in criminal activity that ends up with you going to prison, losing your freedom, losing your value, your worth, and making it much more harder if you do get released. And if you do get released, don't do stupid shit like what your family member did. Continuing to rob people, holding people at gunpoint, and thinking just because it's a toy gun or whatever, it'll be fine. Like, I really don't understand why he would use a toy gun. It looks just like a real gun. You putting it in people's faces. People die from robberies all the time. Nobody knows your temperament. Nobody knows what you're gonna do. So I have no problem with that guy shooting them, to be honest with you. Let me know what you think in the comments down below. It's your boy Logos, and I'll see you next time. Peace.